Thank you very much indeed. Great to see the Hellenic Air Force taking part in the flying display at the Air Tattoo for the first time, and also the first time we've seen a display from a Block 52 plus F-16 with those conformal fuel tanks, which really make the aircraft look very different from the early that's about to put on a gloriously smoky and punchy display with the Mikoyan MiG-29 the Fulcrum, the give off turbo tanks. In the vertical as it took off there, and accelerating but modulating the power in this 4.360 degree turn. Dogfighter, and here is one of the signatures of a MiG-29.
Holy monk.
As Ben said earlier, the distinctively smoky engines, a very good combat indicator for adversary actually. When the engines are stoked up in dry power, that is unreheated, a lot of smoke coming out. Once the reheats are lit, the fuel gets completely carbonated and the smoke disappears. So a good indication of whether or not this one is from the first tactical squadron from the FC in Poland. Hesitation roll, the Fulcrum, to give it its NATO reporting code name, will now be positioning in from our right. Now due to come back in along the main display axis, and we're expecting
slightly out of sequence here. I think he's being a little bit flexible with the wind and the weather.
Yes, there is a little bit of lower cloud that's just drifted in of late.
So the undercarriage is down. So this is for a touch and go, or maybe a low overshoot? Low overshoot.
It's in a hurricane scheme.
Very nice road there. Despite the lack of flying slides to around 2030, so there should be plenty more opportunities in future to see this marvellous display. Certainly been a very potent Cold War adversary. Absolutely. Well, I first joined the Phantom Force of the Royal Air Force in 1987, and at the time this was a pretty new Soviet fighter just into service. And because of its newness, there were very few photographs of the aircraft. All we had for our recognition training were some very dubiously taken black and white grainy slides taken somewhere in the former Soviet Union. But a wonderful treat for me here today to be able to see this really up close and personal in full Technicolor. And no matter how many times you see a MiG-29 display, it really is always something to absolutely savour from the time the aircraft made its British and Western European debut in the late 1980s, a memorable first appearance of the MiG. Test pilots, including the great Anatoly Kovacha, it remains really coming into land, Captain Adrian Royek on the Mikoyan MiG-29 Fulcrum from the 1st Tactical Squadron of the Polish Air Force at Minsk Mazowiecki. And as it comes past, you can see some special markings on the inside of the tail fin.